Chats lit up like a pentakill. Outplays Flash with Faker scale. Dragon Soul or Elder buff. Win or lose, we've had enough. 3, 2, 1, the spawn gates rise. Red side, blue side, clash of lives. No AFK, no tilted rage. Just highlight reels on the big stage. We've been waiting all week for Fearless. Lock your picks, it's do or die. Baron calls and towers fall. Who'll be laughing when we take it all? It's League of Friends Fearless time.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the mini LCS. Oh, wait. No, this is the wrong place. It's not the mini LCS.
Wait, where are we?
This is the League of Friends.
Oh
Fearless
my
tournament.
goodness.
What are we doing here?
Wow.
Doesn't
Whoa,
matter. We're here to support
Fancy
our
seeing
boy.
you here.
I know. This is, you never see me. Ladies and gentlemen, I am chill Lord Aaron today. Not Dark Lord Aaron. For reasons. There you go. Lovely graphic. With me, we have Eunice. We both descend from the mini LCS, the one and only EU production. I'm just going to put that out there. And today we have a cracker of a match for you, Eunice. What do we have?
I'm glad you asked, Pure Lord Aaron. I hope I hope we can use that in the future. I like that. That's pretty good. Right, today, for you lovely ladies and gentlemen and all those in between at home, we are bringing you the fourth and fifth place playoff, which is Assassino Cappuccino Esportsu versus the Albanian Super Server. The Albanian Super Server, I mean, they still have the best team logo by far. It's just man's on the bed chilling. For those of you that are familiar with either roster, yeah, you'll see a couple roster changes. I believe in this game we have 2 subs. So Monty is tapping in on the Cappuccino Assassino team. He is tapping in the mid lane. Nebi had to or couldn't make it for whatever reason. Hopefully they're doing well. And I believe, if I remember right, Mizu is tagging in as well in replacement of Briar's Impact. If I hope Tuba doesn't bite my head off for that one. But aha, there we go. So he is subbing in for Maui. Yeah. And that is the roster changes at hand for this match. I believe also that this match does not affect there are no confirmed matchups with this one as well, so we'll have to wait and see what the outcome of Sunday's match, which will be from NA with Love versus Lost Cause. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure that's going to be a banger match as well, as they usually are on this wonderful Fearless tournament. But yeah, that is essentially what we're dealing with in this. We'll go through the roster once we're getting into the game, but yeah, here we are, and hopefully it's going to be a banger of a set. So far, I've only seen three game sets, so you know, if these guys are performing well, we'll probably see another 3 game set. Yeah, Aaron, how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling good. I've been jumping in and out watching the streams as they go along. I have jumped in to watch Day Zero, our boy from Mini LCS, a few times, and one time, you know, I thought he was cooking. I was like, okay, yeah, this is going good, this is good. And then I come back a few minutes later, and it's a complete wash. And you know, I'm hoping to not see that again today. You know, I don't want to see this reverse kind of thing. It's good content, good quality content, but I want to see a nice clean game from Day Zero. You know, I want to see him carrying hard. Of course, there's no bias in this commentary at all. But this is looking at the rosters, looking at previous tournaments, previous matches. This is going to be pretty good, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you touch on Day Zero, the founder and host extraordinaire of the mini LCS, but you know, yeah, we're gonna have to touch on it, and you know, zooming past is Mr. Day Zero himself. You probably heard that on my microphone. He is zooming past in his Ferrari. My guy is raking in the big cash from you know, such a successful tournament series. Of course, he is the jungler on the Assassino Cappuccino esports 2 team. I mean, what is there to say about Day Zero? There you go. A sound speaks 1,000 words. That's all you need to know. He is
He's nice.
he is absolutely a very nice player, that's for sure. He's a very consistent. I'm very curious to see how the picks and bans are going to go in this regard, because you know, I know he has a very strong Wukong that I'm absolutely looking forward to, and I'd be extremely surprised if they allow that Wukong in through the pick and ban phase. You know, if it's not banned away from him, then yeah, things are going to get ugly. But that is you know, who we're going to be rooting for in terms of our bias. I guess this is the perfect time for me to roll through the roster as well. You know, I don't know about you, Chill Lord Aaron, but you know, we've got this lineup here for the teams. Twink in the top lane, also known as Let by Tide, will be there, and you know, well known in the Fearless tournament for his Ornn and for his Cho'Gath. Also, seemingly has a reputation for not using his Cho'Gath ult on minions. Decides to use it on champs, which I think is a really good idea. Absolutely has no flaws in that game plan. Can only go well. So that's we'll see how that goes. Of course, you
have to give it to him though that he's only picked up this role recently. You know, he's not a traditional top laner, so he's learning.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, credit where it's due is absolutely. Sorry, I just saw the caster notes on the on the thing that we're using, on the software we're using. It caught me off guard. Right, Day Zero we already touched on, and you know, you don't need to see the graphic anymore because we're gonna you know, remind you of it as we get into the champ select. But yeah, how do you think this one's gonna go, Mr. Aaron, or Lord Aaron, as I should say?
Ooh, well, I think if we don't get a repeat of yes, as I have slowly disappeared into the abyss, if we don't get a repeat of the comps that I've seen before, I feel Assassino Cappuccino esports will dominate this match for sure. Definitely no bias. But I do like the Albanian super team. You know, I know someone from Albania, rep the Albanians. You know, good guys. As usual, just sleeping on the bed. You know, but you know, they're sleeping on the bed to rejuvenate. You know, to get that energy to just come in and, you know, dominate this fearless tournament.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we'll see if they're going to dominate in this series, because yeah, if they give Assassino Cappuccino a run for their money, we're probably going to see a 3-game series, you know. But if it does turn out to be a wash, as you've tuned in to see on you know, some occasions, then we might be looking at a very nice dinner time 2-0. You know, some of you guys, you know, throughout Europe, you're an hour, 2 hours ahead of us from us BST enjoyers over here in the UK. If this is a swift 2-0, then damn, you guys are gonna be able to tuck yourselves into some nice dinner after this series is over. But we're hoping, as always, for a very competitive series. We want to see some good League of Legends, because that's what we're here for at the end of the day. You know, we are here because we are fearless and we are bold, and gotta bring you the good action as always. I believe there's something else that Tuba wanted me to run through. Tuba, I'm so sorry. I know you're probably gritting your teeth on the on the production bench. You're like, man, this guy did not read anything that I sent to him. He sent me some very important information. Tuba's a very thorough guy. We have to give shout outs to Tuba for this. Definitely tries to make sure that the production is as good as it can be, and credit where it's due. He sent me notes and I didn't revise them because this is why I failed my exams in school. Stay in school, kids. All right. There was something that he wanted me to run through in regards to a 3-tier org. Tuba, could you chime in and let the people know, perhaps? Tuba said no. He said, "Screw this. I'm not talking to you. Don't bother asking me questions."
Yeah, no, we have obviously this is the middle team of the super servers. You had the Shetland super servers led by Dixie, who unfortunately, obviously, they went out in the first round of quarterfinals in the lower bracket. You've obviously got these two, and then coming up in the upper bracket later this week, you've got the Jamaicans. So this is interesting to see if the curse of the super server is a thing.
Wow.
In the quarterfinals. So hopefully for these guys, they can break it. But yeah, it's going to be a hell of a game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we definitely haven't been short of, very exciting games lately on the Fearless tournament. I had no idea that there was a Jamaican super server. That is awesome, actually. I've heard of the Shetlands. I think I've seen a couple of their games. They're pretty good too. Albanian super server, I've seen they have a reputation just from what I've heard from day zero. They're a pretty good team, and I'm sure we're gonna see that in this game. But yeah, we'll see. Here we go into the draft. Let's see how they bring it home, as you will. Any picks and bans you're looking for, Pure Lord?
I think he's busy trying to sort his setup. But yeah, so I mean, we do see the Smolder and the Volibear come out from the Albanians, and also the Ivern targeting towards Jack already. Just don't want him on that nice chill guy in the jungle.
We definitely don't want any chill activity in the jungle, that's for sure. Only high octane action. There's a Jarvan being banned away, and the set as well. Okay. Smolder, Volibear, Ivan, and Aurora as well have all been banned away. And Varus' first pick for the Albanian super server. I'm very sure that's going to be manned by Ordo Wendam.
Otherwise known as Ninja Cactus, if that's easier to say.
Ninja Cactus. Oh, that's a very cool name. I like that. No, nobody ever expects the Ninja Cactus. Twink locking in the Nocturne, which I'm very sure is going to be for day zero, and the Sivir pick as well will be for Mads. Yeah, very solid pick. I mean, that's a good response to the Varus. We'll be able to spell shield those arrows, but the Alistair and the Nunu being locked in, these are some very rapid picks. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that Sivir is a very safe pick because obviously you've got a lot of range on this Varus, but the Varus, as we've seen, in pro play, it is one of these ADCs that is just so reliable. There's a couple of different builds you can go depending on what you need. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Varus, when he is good, depending on how the patches go, he is always extremely strong. One of those champions that teeters the very fine line of balance. He's either really, really bad and, not reliable, or just has the capabilities to dominate the game. But we'll see more of Varus later. Nunu being picked for Briar, well, not Briar's Impact, but, that's okay. Victor as well, and we see the Fiddlesticks being picked up.
I think it's a Fiddle support. I think it's a Fiddle support.
You think so? I wonder if that will be a fiddle top. I know we've seen that in Fearless, the Fiddlesticks top. I don't think Twink was the one that manned it though. But we shall see. I mean, Fiddlesticks definitely a flexible champion. On the other side, we're seeing a Hui, most likely in the mid lane, and there is the Cho'Gath being taken away from the Assassino Cappuccino top lane. We shall see if they find a good. Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say I thought it would be the Ornn, and the Ornn has been selected. We'll go up against that Cho'Gath for Tempele Fecale. The accents, I believe. I don't know why I'm doing this. They're Albanian. They're not Italian. My goodness. It's a habit I picked up from having an Italian coworker for 4 or 5 years of my previous job. So he instilled this. Also, this for any Italians that are out there. He did this a lot, and I started imitating that. Definitely a bad habit. Mi scusi. So there's your first draft for the first game. Chill Lord, welcome back. Good to see you chilling. How are you feeling about this draft?
This is looking like a good draft. I'm liking the adaptation of the Fiddlesticks in the bot lane. Yes, my camera is still frozen again. This is well,
dude, you're so chill that you're frozen. That's crazy.
I know. It's amazing. It's as if Nunu just built up that snowball, and just pushed it into me, and I'm just nice and chill. But yeah, no, I'm looking at this comp looks pretty good. Day Zero on the Nocturne. He's I've seen him play Nocturne in his ranked. He is formidable force. But that Cho'Gath in the top lane for the Albanian super servers. Now that's going to be a very interesting one. A double smite right there. For
that's true.
Big
triple smite actually, if you count Nunu.
If you count Nunu, yes, sure. Ah, yes, no, that is true. Yes, definitely a triple smite. So this is going to be. It's going to be quite a formidable game. Definitely looking forward to it. There we go.
Oh, and he's back. He has returned.
Hello.
Defrosted and ready to.
I'm back with the soundboard, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, for the first time. I'm going to say the first time. I don't know if that's true, but for the first time in this tournament, you're going to have a lovely soundboard. I've got a collection of sounds. Some I've realised I cannot use. For reasons, but other ones, don't worry, I'm going to bring them out. It's like right now, this game is looking.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Absolutely.
I am.
Okay, let's go.
Ready to
he
go.
Is ready to go. Raring to. I mean, listen. If you're that excited, you can't be chill. You'd end up being Hype Lord Aaron, and that's an entirely different beast.
Now, this is a random question, or this is a random statement going out here, and this is something that people that tune into the mini LTS would know. I bring up all the time. Are we going to see a Teemo at all? Has anyone actually played Teemo in Furtless? And if not, why not? He's the best champ in the game. I want to see a Teemo. I want to see Day Zero pick a Teemo.
I mean,
he's going to absolutely hate that, by the way. Absolutely hate that. But if you want to challenge yourself, and if you want to get goods, you should bring out a Teemo, mate. Solid champ. You'll win every time, unless you are just unless you're kind of unless you're just I had to mute that. I couldn't say it, But yeah.
Unless you're not very confident in your skill, I think is what you're trying to say.
Sure, yeah. I need to get a beat button right here. That's what I need to get.
I had one, when I used to play around with voice mod, I actually had a dedicated mute button, and it was the best thing ever. I honestly enjoyed using that. So, yeah, You're onto something with that. I mean,
Now-
listen, this is possible. Day Zero might bring in the Teemo if they go a game up. You never know.
You never know. You never know. I'm seeing with these picking bands, the bands on Ace's side is heavily favoured to the top lane from looks of it, with the Set, the Darius, the Mordekaiser. So definitely Tempest. Wait, no, is it Tempest Fate or the
Wait, is that Tempete or is it Tempele?
Tempete?
Oh, it is Tempete. Oh my goodness, I didn't even get corrected.
Tempete.
I'm blaming you for that one.
Yeah. Clearly focusing on Tempete, he is going to be the main, not damage dealer, but the main target in this game with those bans. So that Cho'Gath, if properly fed, if that tummy is nice and big, he's a big boy. It's going to be an issue for sure.
That is very true.
But there are lots of champs on the Ace team that can try and lock it down, try and knock it up to avoid that. However, the counter, it's just a good roster right now, And as we go into game, let's go.
Oh, the sound effect didn't want to complete. It was so excited, it just cut itself off. Cannot wait to see. There we go. Can't wait to see how exactly these guys position themselves for this. I mean, I'd say this is one of the most interesting times of the game, and these are the runes as well. For those of you that love to see how these players are building their runes, I mean, I don't know what stands out to me. The glacial on the Alistair is actually quite interesting. I would expect probably the I believe not Guardian, the other one, I don't know what it's called, the one that you deal damage when you CC. That one. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I would expect that for Alistair, considering he'll be. That's okay, no problem. But yeah. Oh, and yes, the spell book for the Fiddlesticks. Shout out to Tuba. That one for us. That is and where do you see spell book pick? It probably explains why he started with the heal. I'd imagine probably for the laning phase is going to be using heal for that sustain in order to, help Mads be able to get through the laning phase, and then I believe it's every I can't remember, unless they've changed the number. It's probably every 7-10 minutes, something like that. You're able to change your summoner spell. After that, we'll probably switch to either an ignite, an exhaust. So yeah, we shall see how Banana Kage chooses to play that. But here we are. We're in the game. No early game shenanigans. Straight into laning phase.
Nice and clean. Do I like to see that? Sometimes. I do like a little invade here and there. But as we're seeing with Day Zero, with actually both junglers starting in the top and moving down, so they're looking to provide potentially a gank at level 3 on this bot lane.
Yep.
We've got Fiddlesticks clone in there as a nice vision. That's a good thing with Fiddle. He gets extra vision with that clone, so that's very useful. And so far, it just seems, standard laning phase.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's looking
potential gank in the mid lane from the new.
Oh, hold on a second. Was that a snowball? It was a snowball. Munty
That was the snowball,
currently in
yes.
trouble. Oh, forcing the flash on an absolute slither of health. The pixel, magic pixel, keeping Munty alive. Flash has been burned. I mean, very nice gank from Wilbert, but there's no doubt he's coming back for more.
Oh, definitely, especially with that flash burn. That's a instant gank again.
100%.
We'll just see where Day Zero, where the Nocturne is going to go, if it's going to help out this Victor or go for the bot lane. Top lane is goes in.
That was really nice.
And just standard shenanigans, just a nice little knock up here and there. Nothing else.
You got to keep them awake, innit? Keep them alert. let them know who they're laning against. I believe, can't really tell from the
Nocturne's
minimap.
going in for the gank from the back.
Oh, Flash Fear comes in. Day Zero is there with the Nocturne. Area being popped. Flash as well by Ordo. Dopamine being forced to flash as well. Oh my goodness. All the projectiles flying his way and he still doesn't die. I mean, when you're asking yourself whether... Oh, yeah?
No. I was going to say, just however, that is all summoners in the bot lane gone.
Yes.
Albania. So would definitely expect a gank there and definitely should be heavily abused whilst those are down.
Absolutely. Oh, hey, we got the replay coming in. That was a replay jump scare right there. You guys weren't ready for that. Two was keeping you guys on your toes. You think you're ready for the replay? You're never ready for the replay. Yeah, I mean, definitely we've got our 2 lanes to keep an eye on for now for the next, let's say 3 minutes. Munty with the burnt flash in the mid lane. Hold on a second though. Banana Kage meeting Wilbert there as we got this replay of the bot lane skirmish happen, but not much else happened in the play-by-play. But yeah, I mean, very nice play from the Ace team right there, forcing the summoners. Yeah, we see Banana Kage going back.
Now, first objective is up with the dragon. We're seeing, I think, a ward just ping down, or oh no, he was probably going for the I forgot what it's called, that plant that gives you health. Way right there. But first objective up with the dragon. Do we think anyone's going to go for it straight away or wait for the grubs? Personally, when I'm jungling, I try to go for dragon first, and then if that's been taken, switch over to grubs. But as we're seeing, I think everyone's going to go for the dragon. We've got quite a lot of people moving towards it.
I think knowing the nature of Nunu, how he's able to quickly take objectives. Day Zero obviously noticed that, they want to prioritize the dragon. Lets them have it. It's only a cloud dragon. You're not losing too much. It's just, I believe it's no longer movement speed, right? It's now cooldowns or something. Goodness, shows how old my knowledge is. But Nunu will secure this very easily. Dopamine, very nice zoning right there, keeping them away to avoid any steals. But in response, Day Zero goes for just a little counter jungling, just stealing away the blue buff. It seemed, I think he went for the wolves, otherwise he was just wards clearing as we've got this noodle fight going on. But yeah, I don't think much else going on the side of Day Zero to respond to that dragon.
No, but I think what he's doing right now is trying to cheekily... lovely combination from the Ornn for the first blood as well.
I mean,
maybe we'll get a replay. We'll see about that. But
yeah, I was calling it a wet noodle fight, but that was that was the first kill of the game.
Oh, here we see it. So they've hit level 6s now. The ult comes out to the E, and yeah, it's just straightforward. Did Cho'Gath have the ult? I believe so.
Entirely possible, but
survive that.
Yep, snowball coming in from Wilbert, dies immediately. Then we've got the paranoia coming out. Holy moly, as 2 more members die. Twink and also not Wilbert. Oh yeah, it was Twink and Munty. They both died as well. They just melted away. Very unfortunate. Day Zero was trying to prioritize Briar's impact, but wasn't able to to find anything on that, losing 2 of his team members instead.
Yeah, no, that was totally planned from the Cho'Gath. Held his ult from the last fight for this particular fight right here. The snowball goes in. The ult comes out from Nocturne, but it just cannot deal damage the way it flashes out.
Yeah, that was really nicely done by Tempete right there. You saw the ult being used onto Victor to get him out of the picture. Oh, yeah. No, was it? I can't remember. Goodness. I believe it was Swink. He actually used it on. Get him out of the picture immediately and then, finish off the low health target. Securing very nice. It wasn't even a double. He didn't even get the kill. But never mind that. We're on the grubs. Grubs are here. And so is Twink as he manages to find a kill onto Dopey Main. And then Prize Impact being zoned away on that way. Won't be able to approach this. So only one grub being collected by the Albanian super team. And then 2 grubs for the Aces.
Yeah, so no one's going to get the 3 grubs right now. Very good from the Albanian super server team to try and neutralize that. And they're ahead on the objectives right now with that. With both 1 grub and the Cloud Drake, which I did look it up. It does give bonus movement speed, but just outside of combat, not inside combat.
Aha! Thank you for the knowledge. I definitely need it nowadays.
The
there you have it.
Right now, who is going to get the feats of strength? Right now, we're seeing on the side of Ace, they're ahead on that with the kills, but it could totally come back to the Albanians.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll have to see how this plays out. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on any map rotations that may be done by the teams, but as of now, it seems as though top lane are committed to the craft. The island remains isolated. Wilbur is recalling, or actually truth is not to recall, possibly seeing some movement in the bottom side of the map. As we see pings being thrown out. Will we possibly see a fight in the bot lane?
We possibly will, as Dragon will be spawning in about 30 seconds, so setting up for that. However, both junglers are in the top, or about to be in the top lane, so maybe not. Now, with this whole bot lane matchup, as a bot lane connoisseur for yourself, what do you feel? Did you ever play any of these champs? Because I know you're a Jhin connoisseur mainly, or a Brom.
Yes. I mean, I dabbled in a little Alistair. You know, I do like my beefy supports. I mean, I already know that this matchup for Alistair is going to be annoying, but never mind that. As Wilbur flies in, Twink wasn't expecting the sludge ball. Does die to the Nunu. Very nicely done. Yeah. I mean,
no, he was not, and he did have a ward in that bush, but I think it was just too late, and he decided to just full commit. But the trade of the kill gives Ace the dragon.
Yeah,
and I understand what Twink was trying to do there. You know, the Cho'Gath was down on mana. Oh, the ult misses, but the ult from...
Hold on a second, though. Day Zero using the paranoia. Flies in onto Prize Impact. I mean, the dragon wasn't enough for him. He's clearly hungry for more. Goodness me. Just when you think there's a moment to breathe and process what's happened,
yeah,
something else just keeps happening.
Now, do you believe in the theory that Nocturne is dead Zed?
I mean, I see the comparisons, I see the logic behind it, but you know, with Riot's lore team nowadays, anything is possible. You know, if
well, it's not Riot's lore team now; it's Arcane's lore team. Those are going to be the ones who decide what the lore is.
I mean, listen, if they bring out the Ionian chapter in God knows how many years, and then they decide that Nocturne is Zed, then I think that crowd are definitely going to be super happy. I remember there was a theory that pre-rework Galio was Lucian's son.
What?
Yeah, we don't need to get into that one. Let's just
okay.
I'll just bring attention to it just so you guys know how ridiculous it was.
Yep.
But that was a real theory back in the day. But as of right now, 14 or almost 14 minutes on the clock. Not a Galio in sight, thank goodness for that. 3-3 on the board. Only 100 gold difference. I mean, this game is looking as even as Steven, honestly.
Yeah, it is, and we've got the lane switch already.
Oh. Okay, hold on a second. We see the ult combo coming out though. On using his ult Nocturne straight onto Barris, but Dopamine being forced to flash away. Meanwhile, Monty on the run away from Wilbert as the zombie Yeti is on the run chasing. Oh, very nice use of the W right there by Twink on the Yawn. Oh, but the jump back in, the re-engage with the Fiddlesticks ult does manage to find Briar's impact on that Hui. Wilbert with the counter ult as well does find a kill onto Banana Kage. I mean, wow. That was an extremely well, not extremely, but an extended fight. Just constant back and forth right there, and it just ended in a 1-1.
It did. However, we do have again the use of 2 summoner smells in the bot lane for Albania. The flash used by the Varus, and the exhaust by the Alistar. However, turret's gone during that whole fight. This Cho'Gath was just had time to farm and to take down this tower. However, he is running out of mana. Can this Ornn close back? He is tanky enough.
I don't think you'll be able to take that fight, honestly. Day Zero caught in a bit of a pickle right now, stuck between a Yeti and a Minotaur. I was going to say a bull. Oh, the flash!
Good flash out.
Hold on a second, the reach around. Oh, yeah, I hate to see it. And so down goes. Oh no, that wasn't Monty. Oh, that was Wilbur. Oh, sorry. Wilbur goes down in exchange for that kill. Does find. Unfortunately, we'll die for it as well. See, you guys think you're ready for the replays, but oh, 100%.
I know, we're just not. That's definitely a word. Definitely. I would say that.
Nobody's. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Wing definitely looking for something here, though.
If you look at the items quickly, with the junglers, we're seeing that Day Zero is completed his jungle item, whilst the Nunu Wilbert is still down with 5. So Day Zero ahead, and also ahead in CS. We're seeing the fight again. This is the previous fight. Nocturne goes onto the Varus, but Varus flashes away, switches around, and then Ace Team comes in. Oh, lovely move from the Hui.
And there was the use of the flame breath from Twink as well to counter the CC, and then Banana Kage.
Sticks was brilliant.
Yeah, that was really good. But hold on a second, we've got another fight right here. Day Zero fighting for his life as he's once again. Oh, great use of the ult to get out of the Nunu ult, but unfortunately the inevitable will have to happen. Dopamine pushing away Monty, trying to preserve his jungler's life and his own. Oh, the bite comes out as well. Getting that heal. The snowball, he's out of there. You think you can catch a Yeti rolling that snowball? You got another thing coming, my friend. Very nice pick by the Albanian team right there.
Definitely, and I was going to say this is going to convert into a dragon, but with that engaged long fight, this Nunu is in no position right now to attack the dragon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's still up for grabs, and it looks like it's going to be a Mountain Soul, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. It does look like the Mountain Dragon is currently in the Dragon Pit, and we do see the new terrain as well. The extra terrain has popped up, so Mountain Soul is in effect. I mean, this is definitely gonna favor the Albanian team, considering that they have 3 very chunky champions that scale extremely well with HP. Cho'Gath, of course, being the biggest one. I mean, if you're the ace squad, you definitely want to prioritize these dragons ASAP.
Definitely. I think this game's going to go. It's all about the late game for this game with the champs that we've got. Because right now we're pretty much even Stevens with just a 1k gold lead difference. However, right now this Ornn isn't putting any damage onto this Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath has reached the point where he is an absolute menace to deal with. I mean, oh, he goes back in though, and the feast, of course, that was such a misplay by Twink. How unfortunate. Giving away a free stack. You don't want to do that. You do not want to give Cho'Gath free stacks as a champion. If he decides to use it on minions, that's okay. But on champions, no. Definitely not, because you're allowing him to dip into an infinite pool. You did see the Rift Herald be secured by the Ace team. Banana Kage eating a lot of damage right there as well. And also the Mountain Dragon did go over to the Albanian Super Server, if I'm not mistaken.
It did. Just the graphic doesn't want to update, but that's totally fine.
Yeah, that's all good.
It's a beta graphic, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay.
Hey, listen, the production improves every time we, every time the stream goes up, so don't you worry. It's in, we know it in our heart of hearts that the dragon was taken, the Mountain Dragon was taken. So that's what matters the most. Atakan has spawned though, has appeared on the map. We'll see how these two teams decide to navigate this. I mean, so far we're seeing has spawned in the top side. Only a minuscule amount of vision, but do see some movement from the Albanian Super Server around this top side of the map.
This gold graph is showing that the Albanians are clawing their way to victory here. As we can see, they are 2k gold up currently with 2 kills ahead. Herald popped mids. A bit far back with no minion waves. I wouldn't recommend that. I think that was a potential mistake from day 0.
Yeah, that was very ambitious. I'm not sure why they opted to use it like that, but maybe. Oh, okay. Looking at the health of the turret, they probably thought that it would have taken the turret at least to help open up the map, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way.
Now, I think right now day 0 needs to help out this Ornn, this Cho'Gath. Oh, as Fiddlesticks goes in, gets pushed away by the Alistair. Brilliant.
Dopey Main eating all of that damage though. Stunned under the turret, and day 0 gets gunked to death. But hold on a second, Tempete is here. Look at the size of this Cho'Gath, and he's only going to get bigger. Hasn't hit level 16 yet. But pushes the rest of the team away, and not much else comes out of that engage. That was really unfortunate for the Ace team. Hold on a second though. Wilbur coming back with the reach around. Tries to engage onto Mads, but doesn't find anything else. The sad B coming out, showing how he feels.
Day 0 is probably raging in that death right there. He was stunned for probably about eternity, it felt like, for him.
Yeah, I mean, it was
which cost him his life. It's sucks. I felt that before.
I mean, we've all had it happen. I think what it really came down to was just a miscommunication, of the team. They seem to have split their focus in that skirmish. We'll probably see in the replay soon. But yeah, they didn't prioritize who they wanted to take out. The Alistair and Varus both left bleeding, but hold on a second. Wilbur is trying to put some bleed onto day 0. Gets rooted, knocked up. You got a fat Cho'Gath on you, and down you go into the jaws of death as day 0 is down. Well, seemingly won't be the only one, as Banana Kage is next. The Ornn ult comes out. Choo choo for those that want to get on the train, but nobody has punched the ticket, as Twink is the 3rd member. Triple kill coming out for Tempete. Wilbur on the run now from Mads and Munty. Now, Munty, unfortunately, in the line of sights. That's a quad. My goodness. Tempete absolutely on a tear in this game. I mean, we can clearly see why he was banned out in the champ select, in the draft phase. Very clearly. Yep. Somebody you don't want to feel comfortable in this game. And now this is a very easy Atacon for the Albanian team.
It is, and with this Cho'Gath, 700 bounty on him, 6-1 up with a 2k gold lead. He's pretty much going to be unstoppable. They are their main focus right now. Before potentially it would have been the Varus for the on-hit damage, but right now their focus of the Ace team is to take down this Cho'Gath at whatever cost. He is just going to be snowballing his way to victory from looks fit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a pain because it's very clear that the Aces have what it takes to take out the rest of the team, but Tempete has really set up this Cho'Gath to be a gigantic wall of unstoppable motion. The 3-man Fiddlesticks ult though gets knocked into the rest of the backline by Alistar, and down goes Day Zero, who tries to jump onto Varus, although finding a very easy kill. Meanwhile, Twink in the thick of it there. The 2-man knockup coming out from Dopey main. Tempete managing to find a kill as well, and so does Ordo once again. That's 2 kills. Flash comes out by Munty, is going to eat that snowball, gets knocked up, and the Wilbert on this Nunu doesn't want to stop, does run away though. Munty, I believe that was a long-range projectile, and that was a clean ace on the Aces by the Albanians. My goodness.
That was a complete stomp. I understand what Day Zero's ult was there. Tried to go onto the Varus, who would have been the main damage dealer, and take him out of the fight. However, he just got locked up straight away. The team just switched. So we see the replay here. They're on vision, so they know they're there. That Fiddlesticks ult was a good ult, but the moment Albanians switched onto Day Zero, it was over, and the Ornn TP in, maybe should have TP'd onto that vision and then sent his ult in instead of into that tri-bush where everyone was waiting, and it was just over here, the flash out from the Victor. Not saving him, sadly. It's... I don't know what... Do you think Ace can come back from this? It is 17-5 right now, with coming up to a 10k gold lead. It's currently 7k,
yeah.
but I'm seeing it go up to 10, as we're seeing another gank in the top.
Well, look, if Twink is able to survive this on this Ornn, that will tell you exactly how well. Yeah, okay, there's still a chance. And a pause as well. But hold on a second, we're getting counted back in, straight back. Play will resume in what? The Eternal Zero. Oh, yo, was that a face reveal?
Bruh.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what happened there. Well, I don't know what's going on with the Aces team. I mean, it's very clear from that last team fight that there's a good amount of miscommunication going on, right? We saw Fiddlesticks jumped in, right? I don't know if you saw the Victor ult, but that thing was it was following Victor. I don't know why the Victor ult was following Victor, right? So it seems as though the Aces team can't decide on a call when they're in these very important situations. Fiddlesticks jumps in and 2 members commit, but then 2 members decide they don't want to go in, and then they pull back. But hold on a second, we need to go back in because we're getting shredded. But hold on a second, we're getting shredded, so we need to go back. And that continual miscommunication is going to cause problems for these guys unless they find a way to address this. Because as of right now, almost 10,000 gold between them, 8,000. Well, if we're going to be technical, it's like 7.8 what, 7.4 thousand. Oh wait, 7. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, all right? 8,000 gold difference between them. The kills
caught out here,
substantial, and the mid turret is down. Kempete is feasting on champions. This is this really tells you all you need to know. Albanians, they look at somebody and they decide, we are committing to this. This is what's happening. Day 0 is the target. Day 0 is who we're gonna kill, and they have killed Day 0. Twink trying to make something happen with this Orn. Munty eating all of the CC and the AoE. Banana Kage has pulled up and decided, you know what, I'm just going to tickle them with my Fiddlesticks ult, and not much else is going to happen, as now the Albanians have decided, we've claimed 3 souls, let's go get the Baron. This is the difference between the two teams, and this will, you'll see, will decide the outcome of this game.
Big 19, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
It is not looking good. With the Albanian team about to take the Baron. They're fully up on the objectives. It's... I don't know what to say. I don't know what Ace can do here, except try to pick off single champs. Because when it comes to the team fight, they cannot engage. There is just too much on the Albanian side to counter any engage that they deal with. If the Nocturne tries to go in and ult someone, you have the Cho'Gath E. He'll just knock you up. You have Alistar, knock you away. You have Nunu, you have Wei, who'll just snare you in. It's you have the Varus ult. The same with the Fiddlesticks. If Fiddlesticks tries to sneak in an ult, the same thing again. It's the way that Ace can win this game is individual picks. He's trying to pick off people that are by themselves. However, the Albanians are not by themselves most of the time. They're just all grouped together, except the Cho'Gath, because he's so far ahead. As we can see here, if Twink doesn't make it back to that tower, he's dead.
Oh, he is so done.
But even then.
One more hit. Boom. Yep. There you have it. Holy moly.
Can we get a stat check on this Cho'Gath?
Yes, I'd love to know how many stacks this Cho'Gath has. Tubu, you can chime in if you want. Let everybody know what numbers you're seeing. 14. Oof. There you have it. 14 stacks on that Cho'Gath. I believe each stack equals, if I remember correctly, it's like 150 HP extra. So he's working with at least 2,000 extra HP based off of his stacks alone. And the extra HP does feed into the HP scaling of how much damage he deals. So there you go. The numbers don't lie, people. They can't hear you. I have to repeat it. 2.25? All right, 15 stacks. There we go. 2,400 HP extra from that ult alone. Cho'Gath is an extremely big boy. It's probably on like 7,000 HP. The damage alone on that thing is probably going to be like, I'm going to guess like 1,600, maybe 1,600, 1,500, 1,600 for those of you that don't use, abbreviations like that. In short, Cho'Gath is a massive threat in more ways than one. And yeah, Aaron, I think you're right. They have to find a way to focus the Cho'Gath, but at the same time, that's a problem.
It definitely is. That Cho'Gath has got that. What is it? I forgot what it's called. He just picked up his last item. He's full built now. He could probably sell his boots for just another item if he wanted to. He's just so far ahead, 9-1. And just notice this Varus has not died yet. 309.
Oh yes, that's a very good point. I mean, Ordo has definitely been playing extremely well throughout this game so far, and to not have a single death to his name, I I mean, you guys can make of it what you will. Is it because he's being so carried that, you know, he doesn't really need to put himself in danger, or does it speak to you know, the level of skill that Ordo wields and uses? That's entirely down to your discretion. But as of right now, what is very clear is that Ordo is up there with the gigantic flesh wall that is Tempete's Cho'Gath, as they are sieging this mid inhib turret. And there it goes.
I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. I don't know what Ace can do except what I said before, which is find an individual pick, but it's just not happening, especially right now. They just opened up the mid inhib. We got 120 for the Baron, so most likely they're going to keep pushing waves, set up vision for the Baron, and then go down the mid and just end it. Especially with this what's the soul? I forgot what the soul. Mountain Drake soul.
Mountain Soul, yes. Yep.
Yeah, that they acquired. It's
oh
just,
goodness, yeah, of course. The Albanians
the
have
showing the other soul.
Yeah. They have the Mountain Soul. This is essentially a wrap. Dopey main, Wilbert, Tempete, Cho'Gath, Nunu, and Alistair in reverse order of the names I said. They are all benefiting from this Mountain Soul substantially. The amount I mean, look at the size of the shield that Tempete is rocking. That shield is at least 1,000 plus. I don't know what exactly it is, but yeah, this is just looking like a problem that continues to grow. And the only way to deal with this is if they find a way to either maybe do, I don't know, they don't really have many split push options either, to try push a lane, as you know, the Albanians are constantly pushing together as a team, as you should do at this point in the game. Very well played by them. But to counter this, the only thing you can really do is split push. But right now, when 4 members of the enemy team are in your jungle and they decide, I feel like removing you from the game, I don't think you should play anymore, then this is what you're dealing with. Very nicely done by the Ace team, though, managing to squash any efforts right there. But I think we're going to see a Baron soon, regardless of how much they try to push them back.
Now, will this Nocturne try to steal it? Is the question. You going now? Nope. It's
not worth the risk. I think if Day Zero jumped in there to try and steal that on the absolute, I mean, it's not even worth the try, because
where are they recalling from? That was very risky. Straight after the Baron to recall in that bush.
Yeah, that is true. You don't know what's coming your way after, you know, such a critical objective has been collected. But at 36 minutes on the clock, anything is possible. You know, there is a point where the items no longer matter, but the objectives that you've picked up throughout the game definitely do contribute.
I think the Albanians are going to go for. They're trying to set up a Fnatic bush for the Elder, yeah.
Oh. I mean,
I don't. Goodness. They don't need the Elder, but it will help make this a swift end to the game.
Yeah, I mean, if the Albanian Super Server pick up the Elder Dragon here, then we're definitely looking at a game 2, no matter what. Has been started by Day Zero. Albanians are fully aware. Cho'Gath is TPing in. Here he comes. You hear the Mach 5 engine flying in as he breaks all the sound barriers because of how big he is. And immediately, just look look at the presence he has. But hold on a second. Banana Kage goes in with the fiddlesticks. Oh, everybody is in the pit. Dopey Main looking low. Down goes Dane Zero. The dragon has gone over to the Albania Super Server, and everybody has been eviscerated. We're looking at again, two ladies, and just like that, in the blink of an eye, the Assassin Cappuccino have been assassinated. Ah.
Wait, that was a surrender.
Yeah.
They didn't even let them finish. Wow. I was not expecting that. That first, and we've just been informed by production, that was the first surrender of the season. Damn. That's,
I mean, look, when it gets to that point, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
We were looking at an unstoppable, oh, not even unstoppable, an immovable wall for the past, 10 minutes? As soon as that Elder Dragon was collected, it's a wrap.
It was a wrap. Those timers were way too long, and there was no recovery. Like I said in, I believe, the champ select in the draft, that the Cho'Gath would be the main damage dealer in this game. It will be the main target. We saw from the pick and bans, they were banning out that top laner. And that was the main focus. It's just there wasn't a main focus in game to deal with that Cho'Gath. That could be because Twink was doing all right in the early phases of the game against that Cho'Gath. So it was maybe perceived of like, hey, yeah, it's good. You got this. It's all good, bruv. But just didn't work out in that mid, you know. But with that, I believe production will correct me. We're going to cut to a break. Yes, that was correct. We're going to cut to a break, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned for game 2 of this epic Fearless draft game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the League of Friends Fearless Season 3 tournament. We're on to Game 2 here. And Game 1, if you missed it, was a wash. Was an absolute wash. The Albanians just snowballed ahead, And then right now, they're relaxing, because that took out a lot of energy, as you can see. To my right over there, they're just chilling. They're taking a nap, they're taking a snooze, trying to regain that energy for game number 2.
Yep.
Yeah. I have the sound pulled out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a menace. I can do.
I would say
well, this was Appuccino Cappuccino.
You have been slain.
Or they were wasted. Just gone.
I mean, nothing else needs to be said. I think that initial sound that you played really summed up the top lane, if anything.
Yep. Was it that one? Yeah. Oh, can we get that? There we go.
That was the top lane in a nutshell. Yeah, I mean, what is there to say that we didn't say already, especially towards the tail end of that game? Because the end of the game was it was looking decisive already. Honestly, it was rough, man. The Assassino Cappuccino, they couldn't find an answer for the Cho'Gath. I mean, they definitely were able to apply pressure to the rest of the team of the Albanian Super Server, but as soon as Cho'Gath entered the picture, that entire game plan it just crumbled. I mean, look at this. This alone really defines the presence that Tempete had on this champion. Just walks up. He just walks. Everybody legs it. Everybody's gone. Scattered. And then, for some reason, they're like, okay, you know what? Let's focus something, I guess. I don't know. There was no focus there. Just giving away free damage onto the dragon. Yeah. And
it was a risky move. It was a Hail Mary going for that Elder Dragon, I think, from the Cappuccinos. That was the last downfall. I think they didn't need to do that. I think they could have just kept the vision, pushed out lanes, maybe just in here a bit. But as you said, that Cho'Gath just came strolling in. Didn't even run, just strolled in and just said, "No, this is my dragon. Get out of here, man. What are you doing?
Yeah,
don't touch my stuff." And it was over, man. It was over.
What
can I say? But if you enjoy, this type of content, this type of tournament, you should subscribe if you haven't. You should follow if you haven't. You should like if this is on YouTube or if you're watching the VOD. I can't remember if we're streaming on YouTube or not.
It is being streamed on YouTube.
Like the VOD. It is. You should like on there. But also, as this is coming up to the end, you should also visit another tournament coming up on the 1st of August.
Oh, who's that?
Ooh, who is that? Hey, did you
I don't
get
know
that from Uniqlo?
I don't know who that guy was, but I want to be him. That guy looks mad cool. Crazy.
Well, he's touching grass right now, so yeah, that would be nice to be him instead of sitting here. But you should stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. There's another tournament coming out, with bigger, badder games. It's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. But enough of that. We'll come back to that. There might be some Teemos, If any of those Teemo guys, lovers in the chat, there's going to be some Teemos. There better be, because, Well, they just better be. But yeah,
We'll see if there's going to be any Timos, but you know what? I think one place we're definitely most likely to see no Timo will ever see. I love that.
Oh, this is sad.
That's so good. Yeah, I mean, if there's any place where we're most likely to see a Timo, it will definitely be in the Fearless tournament right here on the League of Friends, as every single game, for those of you that are not familiar with how Fearless works, every single game means that whatever champion was previously picked cannot be picked again. That's it. So that Cho'Gath, the absolute menace that was in the top lane, he's gone. Finished. You know, Day Zero's Nocturne, we won't see it again. The Nunu, literally every single champion that you saw in the previous game, we're not going to see them for the rest of this series. And that's it. So the probability, if we want to talk statistics, you know, mathematical statistics, the probability of seeing a Timo has increased. Whether we'll actually see one, I don't know.
Ooh, that's making me happy. But question is, what does from that last game, the top laner of Albania, what does he have in his champ pool? You know, the Cho'Gath is gone. Will the Cappuccinos ban out him again in the next game? And what will he pick? I'm not sure. I need to look up his op.gg to find out, potentially. But
yeah,
you know, what do we have in store? Oh, and we're into the draft already.
Straight into it.
From the looks of it, we are keeping the same sides as the last game.
Ooh.
The Talia ban right there for the mid, potentially a jungle ban as well. Have seen it in jungle and ranked myself. And the Syndra ban from the Ace.
And these are entirely different bans than the first game as well. So
yeah,
this is I mean, it just continues to get even. Oh, you can't ban. Oh goodness, I completely forgot. Fearless also means you can't ban the same champs. So okay, so whatever was banned previously can be picked in this game.
Well,
that's League of Friends rules. Okay, I respect that. I
Yes,
respect
League of
that.
Friends rules. I was about to say in the pro rules that isn't a thing, but what do we have here? Oh, an Aphelios bot lane.
Hey.
Okay, we haven't. I don't know if we've seen an Aphelios in here. He's not actually that common anymore in the pro leagues. However, he is appearing in MSI on a few of the Asian teams, I have to say.
Okay. Aurora has been selected, was previously banned in the first game, thanks to the League of Friends Fearless rule set. Has allowed that champ to go through. Day Zero hovering, doesn't know what to pick, but does seem to select a Cogmore there. Oh.
Was that a mistake? Do they need to do a remake? Was that a misclick?
It might have been.
Hey Zero, what are you doing, mate?
Okay.
It was a misclick. Oh.
I wonder if
What's
that's
going on, Hey Zero, mate?
that's sad. Don't know how I feel about that one. They ran the timer, picked the wrong champ, and then called for a misclick, allowing them more time. I mean, hey, listen, you know, these are the gray areas of the rules in the game that we that we enjoy right here. But hey, who knows? We'll see what will be. What we do know is that the first two champions have been selected. So Aphelios will be will be played by the Albanian super server, piloted by Ordo, and then of course the Aurora, which will be, I'm gonna guess, by Munty. Same bands will come out, of course, so we will see the Talia, the Syndra, Malphite, Leona, and I forgot what the other two were, but yeah, there was Aurelia as well. Those bands will also be selected. Yep, there you go. It was the Aurelia.
Daisy is PC probably.
I mean, listen, with the absolute stellar software that is Vanguard, I wouldn't be surprised if such issues do arise. But hey, what do I know? But yeah, there we go. The Wukong has been banned. Leona as well. And yeah, Aphelios followed by the Aurora will be the order. And now we will see what exactly.
What will be the second pick? Yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh, okay. Gragas has been selected.
Okay. Now, is that a Gragas top or is that a Gragas jungle?
It could even be a Gragas support, for all we know. Fun fact for those of you that don't play Gragas, I'm not sure if this is still in the game. So if you do play Gragas and you know better, please let me know. But I do believe it hasn't been removed. His barrels do give vision as well in bushes. So, you know, that I remember when that change was pushed through, people were like, "Ooh, support Gragas? Can we play support Gragas now?" You know, stuff like that. But anyway, ignore that. Daya has been selected as well for Mads to pilot. Diana and Poppy on the side of the Albanian super server. Most likely a Diana mid and a Poppy top. We'll see. And the final bands coming out here.
Completely different from the last game, I have to say. I think this is most likely a volley, if it's picked, a volley bear in the jungle. I don't think it's a top volley.
Okay.
But it could be. I have seen Day Zero play volley in the jungle, and we got a Darius on the other side. Ooh, and Ivan. So these are two bans that were in, or two champions that were banned in the previous game.
Yeah.
And we have the Karma in the bot lane.
Okay. So we're gonna see. Yeah, that's the Poppy support right there. Yeah, this. Okay, we'll see last minute swaps going around, but this does seem like the final roster. So we're gonna have. Oh, look at this! I can do this right here. We got the Gragas in the top lane. We got the volley bear in the jungle, and my hand is off screen, but you get the idea. Aurora in the mid for Munty. Daya for Mads in the AD carry role. I don't know if we call it AD carry anymore. It's now marksman for you, you know, for you new kids. Yeah. Listen, you just gotta let them say what they want to say. And pink wards, even though they're red, they're still pink. Okay. And then Karma being piloted by Banana Kage down there in the bot lane. And the Albanian super server, if you will, Chill Lord.
Well, we have. Oh no! Wrong way. Damn it! Got it. We have Poppy in the bot lane, Aphelios as the ADC. Screw this marksman. We have Diana in the mid lane, Ivan in the jungle, and Darius in the top. Now, what do you think of these comps? Just looking at it, I'm seeing a lot of damage from the Albanian super server team with the Darius, Diana, and the Aphelios. There's a lot of damage, a lot of tools to. There's quite a few tools to either lock down a champion or to kind of stun them, put them in. You have Poppy with the E. I think it's the EW combo. You've got Diana. I think it's with a Q. Not sure. Might have to correct me. I don't play Diana. And Darius with his E, followed up by Ivan. Compared to the other side, there's quite a few lockdowns there. With Gragas, Volibear, the Aurora. It's like last time. It looks like it's gonna be a good game. It's just, will it swing in favor of Ace? I don't know. I don't know, but they don't have such a tanky champ like they did the last game with that Cho'Gath in the top. It's a lot more favorable tanks in Ace's team, the Cappuccino team, with that Gragas and Volley. And if this Volley Bear snowballs like that Cho'Gath did the last game, he'll be an unstoppable force.
Yeah. I mean, the Albanian super server definitely have an extremely high commitment composition. You know, if this seems to be their memo based on, you know, the previous draft. To just look at a person, we decide they die and they die. You know, Darius will run at you, Ivan will throw his Q and everybody can jump on you, Diana can jump on you, You know, Aphelios will just poke you away from miles away. Poppy will pin you against the wall and make sure none of your teammates can jump towards her. You know, but yeah, I mean, on the side of the Ace team, I think they've got a fairly decent team fighting squad. If they're able to get all of their ducks in a row and actually you know, coordinate amongst themselves and you know, nail the communication. I think that's the key thing we need to see is in these fights, they need to seem as though they're all on the same page, because if they're not, they're just all going to look like scrambled eggs, you know, and on a team or going against a team that wants to turn you into scrambled eggs, if you look like scrambled eggs, you're out. You know, you're just going to get eaten for lunch. So yeah. Let's see how it goes for both of these teams. But place your bets for those of you that are in the chats. Let us know who you think is going to win. We see Ito saying Bannon might never played before Aurelia. I mean, listen, man, it's not about the fact that you've never played it before. It's about the threat. You know, the mental stack is very real. And if it makes them feel better for banning away that Aurelia, you gotta let them have it. Darius got through. You got to enjoy, you know, the small pleasures. Ace has to win. Got to support my twink. Hey, listen, man. I'm glad to hear that. You definitely have to support your twinks out there nowadays. You know.
Definitely do. And oh, would you look at this? This is not sponsored. This is well, it's a knockoff thingy, but I have a knockoff Twinkie right here from Lidl, Brandon UK. Fucking it's oh sorry. Apologies. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked. It's lovely. You should try it. Go to Lidl on the American Day. Twinkie. It's a knockoff Twinkie, but it's lovely, mate. I'm taking us completely off track as we get into the game. Lidl.
Oh wow, Lidl do fake Twinkies? What?
Yes, they do during the American week. They're called creamy mini cakes, but they are similar-ish to a Twinkie. Ish. Probably if an American has it, they'll be disgusted by it.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, look, Twinkies, I've tried them once. I wasn't a fan. No. But that's okay. If you enjoyed Twinkies, more power to you. Got to start. So we're starting a Twink funding after this, says Spoob. Hell yeah. That I can get behind. Twinkie fund? Hell no. Twink fund? Yeah. Now we're talking.
And yeah, just ignore the graphic. It is, as I said before, it's still in beta, ladies and gentlemen. It is bugged. It should say that the Albanian Super Server team have won a game. So let's just imagine there's a nice blue dot right there. But it isn't beta. That's all we got to say. It's beta. It's beta. It's not much we can do.
Work in progress.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Twink is your boyfriend. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Sorry, I'm reading Spoob's message in the chat. Shoutouts to you. Hey, listen. If Twink doesn't bring it home, you gotta sort him out. Okay. Just make sure that you let him know. This has to be the game. On this Gragas.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see good performance. That's all.
Yeah. Well, there's someone in the mini LCS who will be watching intriguingly with his Gragas.
Oh, yes.
Our man Jan. Jackalex. But, you know, he's sleeping on the couch next time he's over if he loses. Twink, if you hear this, you need to sort it out, man. I was gonna say, you know, if you're in the same place, you should, you know, go over there, give him a massage, give him a pep talk, you know, get him ready. You know,
it's true. Psych him up.
Yeah, send him a bombardment of messages right now, whilst it's in game, so you can't concentrate.
Oh my goodness. You know who is getting a bombardment right now, though, is Monty in that mid lane, continuously eating that Diana combo, the QE, I believe it is, QE. Just non-stop eating that harassment. Thinking that top lane, I mean, going against Darius is never a good time because, you know, that's lane bully from from day, but Wilbert flashing in there, getting the flash Q, puts down the bushes to get the empowered auto attacks, and the Albanian bot lane pull up as well. Banana Kage was forced to flash, but yeah, managing to stay alive. And
now,
yeah,
if this was ranked, did the mid laner, did Monty ping that Diana disappeared? Because if not, I would be. Oh, sorry.
Banana Kage, I mean, you think you're safe in your own neck of the woods, but this neighborhood ain't yours right now as the Albanians continue to push in there.
They do. There was a flash spent there, a flash and a heal, and again, Day Zero is still getting contested on his blue buff.
I mean, was able to secure it though. He did secure it, right?
I don't know. We'll see when if the camera ever.
Oh, he did secure it. Yes. Ooh. I was gonna say, and another pause. Yo, hey, face reveal. What?
Production, you cut in way too quickly. Gotta give me a second, production. God. I didn't hear it, production. I didn't hear it.
Oh my goodness. You guys need to go back in the VOD and you need to look into those wonderful eyes that nobody ever gets to see. The chill lord is extremely relaxed right now because if it was his his darker alter ego, I fear for Tuba's life. Tuba would be, I mean, he would definitely no longer be brass. He would be more of a string section after that.
That is definitely true. Everyone should fear for their lives when Dark Lord Aaron comes out, but he's not here. It's chill, Aaron. Nice and chill here. It's all good, people. It's all good, you know. This is League of Friends. We're friends. You know?
Absolutely.
You know, Eunice, are you my friend?
On stream, yes. We are very good friends.
Oh.
You have been slain.
That was heartbreaking.
I mean, listen, man.
I'm never gonna forget this.
The only way that I can consider it is if the Ace team managed to bring this one back, because Day Zero after getting pressured on your blue buff like that by Ivan is that's miserable, man. That does not feel good.
Like we saw there, that Ivan jungle clear is immense. He was already in the bot lane very quickly as we go back into game, and was able to gank straight away, whilst Day Zero was still clearing out his bot lane jungle. So this Ivan is going to be a problem early game potentially, his gank potential.
Monty should know that Wilbert is there, as Day Zero was recalling and would have probably seen Wilbert just appear in his fog of war. Does beeline it straight down the mid lane to try and provide a counter gank, but and tries to bait. Briar's impact is extremely low in mana. I mean, that's the price you pay as Diana if you try to be extremely aggressive. You're going to be running out of mana. Isn't able to cancel the recall though. But if you look at the minimap, I think we have a dragon going on as this skirmish goes. 5 stacks. Not nice, but that should be a dragon going on. Yeah. There we go. Is he going to do it? Flies in. Very nice secure by Day Zero. Is stunned against the wall though. 200 HP. And the Dream manages to flash out of their Banana Kage, eating that Aphelios damage. But hold on a second, you're CC'd. You're gonna die against a team like this as First Blood goes over to Aphelios right there for the Albanian Super Server. Twink being forced to flash as well. I mean, I don't blame you. when you're going against the OJ. No, it's not that lethal. The OG lane bully, which is Darius. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very slow game in the top lane, but hey, replay of the dragon.
Quite a lot of flashes burnt with that dragon, but it is a dragon. It's a trade of a dragon for a kill. It was the support, so how much you want to read into that? However, the Fellows did get the kill, so that's a good stack of gold on his side.
Yeah,
and you can really see he's got the serrated dirk there. This is, again, it's the same as the first game, you know? It's just going to go back and forth. However, I believe Ace have more of a chance here. Twink desperately wants to recall, get some mana. He can use his biscuits to get a bit of mana. Hope he knows that.
Biscuits don't give mana anymore?
I have been told, and that is... Riot, what are you doing for this game? My God.
Cuba, why did you tell me that, man? Come on, they don't give mana. Oh, I'm so mad. Wilbert, you don't understand how mad I am. You're getting snared by karma, and I would sympathize for you, but I'm just upset by that knowledge. That's crazy. Oh well. Twink was able to recall though.
Bully. Yeah, he was.
Oh yes.
Small respite. And should be able to get to a bit of even CS by the time that Darius comes back. And what do we have? We have, well, 3 flashes down on the Ace side, compared to none on Albanian, so something to look out for. It's, as you can see, I'm trying to waffle because there's not much going on, but that's the early game. There isn't much going on, except the grubs have come up, and we can see the Poppy from the Albanians is going up to try and help this Ivan secure. Jungler from Ace is not caring at all about the grubs. Is potentially looking as the ult comes in from the Fellows.
Oh my goodness, Flash is in. That's how confident he's feeling. But hold on a second, Desire ult, massive damage. And the feathers pull as well managed to rinse him. Very nicely played. I mean, that was insane confidence by Ordo there.
He was feeling himself. Now, he did have the 2 most, I'm not going to say OP guns, but they're the most prominent ones that you would use for an attack. So I think he felt himself there. The flash, I think, was a bit unnecessary. But the Zaya ult to bring it back in was...
That was very nice.
And now we're even Stevens again.
I mean, this is very much how the first game played out. It was
Albania. Yeah, it is. It is. It's the exact same.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys remember, there was a moment where, you know, the previous game was at 3-3 on the kill score, and the gold was what, there was 200 gold between them, and then all of a sudden the Albanian super server just ran away with it. So perhaps we're looking at, you know, just a moment in time to for that point in the game, but as of right now it is still somewhat close in the early game. The grubs was picked up by the Albanian super server as well. All 3 grubs uncontested. So the next objective will most likely be this dragon that is up in 25 seconds. Infernal Dragon, which is a very big one. Definitely do not want to allow the enemy team to pick that up for free. We'll see if the junglers decide to pass that way, but yeah, see how it goes.
Yeah, no, it looks like with Aurora moving in, Diana's just recalled back. Oh, was that a flash from the Darius? Oh, lovely.
Oh no, right Twink, don't do it. Twink, don't do it. Oh my goodness, I'm scared.
Yeah, wait for it to drop down. That was good. That's good. He waited.
Dragon has been started by the Ace team.
But it's been flipped.
Unfortunately. Oh, Daisy's out as well. The Albanians are whittling away at the dragon right now. Day Zero eating massive damage. Oh my goodness. No smite contest up right now. Munty in the pit fighting Ordo. Mads trying to stay alive. Oh, unfortunately gets sniped under the mid lane turret though. Munty chasing away Dopey. Oh, he managed to kill Ordo actually with the help of Banana Kage and does find a kill onto Dopey main. Very nicely done. 2 kills for Munty right there. But now they're on the run in enemy territory. Are they going to be able to escape this? As we see Tempete under his own turret against Twink. But never mind that. Munty in a good amount of damage there. Flash by Briar's Impact trying to secure the kill to Munty. But Munty turns it around. Just Aurora things. Hashtag on that, if you will. And Banana Kage being the sacrificial lamb will go down there. Wow, that was an extremely long fight. Yeah,
that was. We missed it as the camera was focusing on the volley bear during that fight, but Munty dived in onto that Aphelios into the dragon pit. I think ulted. We couldn't see it. I don't think we'll see it on the replay. You just see a glimpse when he hops over the wall. And this was a very extended fight.
Yeah. I mean, you look, as soon as they focus onto Days... Oh, yes. Immediately gets melted by Briar's Impact. Munty being very tricky right there. Mads as well gets sniped by the Ivern. And then this is where we caught the rest of the action, was from this moment onwards.
No, this part, well, I understand going chasing for the kill, but it's kind of a bit of a bronze type play of, you know, chasing that last kill. They should have just backed out, I think, there. However, they did get another kill from that, so it's fair. The gold is it's only 1.3 up on the Albanian side. Kills are the same. However, I believe they're going to get that feats of strength, or they've already acquired it, most likely, the Albanians. But that dragon went to no one. So
yep, it's still there.
Say that's worth? Maybe? I don't know, but feats haven't been acquired. Thank you for that.
There are no feats, guys. Everybody's got their shoes and socks on. Feats have not been acquired. Briar is not on the map, but Day Zero fought with his trousers at his ankles in his own side of the jungle. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we've got Twink using that Greg Assault to pull Tempete under the turret, but more on that at 10, as we've got this skirmish going on in the bot side of jungle. Munty did go down to Dopey main right there. And I think this will probably turn into a dragon fight. Maybe? Come on. Oh, nobody wants the dragon. Okay. Dragon unskilled.
Oh, no, Ivan is pretty low, and so with the volley back up, I think he's correctly deciding to just leave this dragon for now. Get some experience, go back to base, buy an item, and then carry on. Yeah, as we just saw there. And the top lane fight, it went to nothing. It was very close to Twink. He's handling this Darius very well, I have to say.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. Normally they get the 5 stacks and they keep on fighting, and it's if they don't have the damage, it's over. But as we're seeing, the Albanians are going for this dragon. Now, if I was Day Zero, I would be quickly hopping my way over to that Herald, but as you can see, he's not.
Wolves are more important.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have a chat with him after the game. Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, Infernal Dragon was taken by the Albanian super server, as you saw right there, and they immediately beeline it for the Rift Heralds. I mean, that's just good objective focus. And Day Zero right now, I mean, he's the starter mill before the main course, but is forced to flash away. And then over. So let's see. Let's go through this list. Aaron, right? They
let's do it. Let's do it.
So Dragon being contested. Ace team have full knowledge that Dragon is being done. Day Zero jumps on Wolves. Late to the Rift Herald. Albanian Super Server pull up to the Rift Herald. Forces Flash. Take the Scuttle Crab. Now they have an advantage on Rift Herald. Did I miss anything?
Yeah. Just Darius flashing.
Ah.
And using his ghost. That's the only plus side for Ace in that fight. But we're seeing potentially Ivan going. No, he's not going to. Monty had a ward in that bush and rightfully walks away.
It's
Ivan
not.
is causing a nuisance. I have to admit. I wasn't expecting it, but he is, and it looks like they're gonna go in for this Herald. There is vision on there. But Day Zero is on the complete opposite side of the map and is probably saying, no, have it. This is yours. Going for the Krugs at the bot, going for the enemy's jungle.
Wow. That was
However,
very fast Rift Herald.
I think Ace are looking to gank.
Oh.
This is Felios. 4 in the bot. Flash comes out.
That's
Disengaged
very nice turret
tower.
dive right there. Wow. Oh, hold on a second though. Rise Impact pulling up. Nobody's gonna get that turret. Flash is in, tries to get a kill on 2 Mads, but not gonna happen. Dopey main stunning Banana Kage under the turret though, but nobody dies. Wow. So a positive dive, unless something. Yeah. Okay.
Changes
Very
in the next few
nice.
seconds, yeah. Very good dive. Shame they couldn't get the tower, but definitely worth.
At what cost though?
Oh,
Because they
yes,
did get a
the Herald
Phelios.
has just come out.
Yeah. Just like that. Free kill, or not free kill, free turret. You know, they handed over complete pressure to
What is
the
he
Albanians.
driving?
Oh, bit of drift. I like that. Is he going
He's
to
gonna
get the
take it to
turret?
mid lane. He's going to go to mid.
Oh, and he hit it. Wow.
And with the 3 grubs, that's going to spawn a ton load of smaller, I forgot what they're called. Let's give some extra damage.
Oh, the grubs.
Grubbies.
I mean, look, I don't know about you, but I think Wilbert definitely has no points on his license. He has his driver's license, and there's no points on it. That's a clean driver. I would let him be the the man behind the wheel on a night out. That's for sure. Very nicely done by the Albanian super server right there. You see Wilbert picking up that Shirelia's. God, I haven't seen that item in quite a while. It's nice to see it pop up. Yeah, I mean, this is textbook right here by the Albanian super server. They're just capitalizing on all of the shortcomings from from the Ace team. I mean, anything that they choose to neglect, or any form of advantage that they unknowingly give to the Albanian team, the Albanians are quick to take it, and that is absolutely how you have to play, especially in a tournament setting like this. Very nice ult right there by Dopey main, sending Day Zero back to the Wolves, because they're such an important objective. Yeah, well played.
Bruh. Oh, we're gonna get a t-shirt made of that.
What's a Rift Herald? I'm on Wolves. But Day Zero right now on the Hextech Dragon, and the Albanian super server are fully aware of this. As you can see, 4 members against 4. This is a 4v4 right here. Briar's Impact is the first to go down. Dopey main possibly going to be the next. No, it's going to be Day Zero. Smite is off the table, but Dopey main does go down, but so does Monty. However, Wilbert is still alive. I don't think the dragon is going to be something now, as Ordo is now on a triple streak with that Cure 1-2 Mads, and Banana Kage is left as the only survivor of that skirmish. Definitely not how they wanted it to go. Yeah. Oh. Another replay. Oh no, not replay. Another pause. Sorry, apologies. There are no replays. The replays are the jump scares. All right, you guys are never ready for the replays. But man, it's
the kills are even right now, 8-8. We got. I think the Albanians are ahead in gold right now. This is looking similar to game one, just with a different tale of who's actually dealing the damage.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we've got the replay of that dragon fight, how it went down. I think it was looking really nice for the Ace team until, yeah, definitely no focus onto Ordo right there. All of it was applied straight onto the front line, and Ordo was able to just do what ADCs do and pick up some easy gold, clean off the stragglers, and just like that, yeah, here we are.
Yeah. Now, everyone in the chat, if you're paying attention, what do you think? How do you think this is going to go? Who do you think is going to win with the current state of the game? What's with your room doing background?
What's up with your room doing a Sykkuno background cosplay? What's a Sykkuno background? Is that what this is? Is this thing called a Sykkuno? Look, I'll tell you what it is. All right, I'll be honest. So,
oh no, Sykkuno's is a American YouTuber, and he has the exact same background. That's what it is.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna have a
Sykkuno's a streamer. He has that background. Okay. All right, we got an update coming from Tuba in a second, but I'll give you the background of this background. So, when I was, what was it? I think when I was first juggling the idea of doing a face cam for these streams, I was wondering how am I going to cover up what's behind me, because what's behind me, I'll give you some spoilers. All right here. This is a TV. Behind the TV is a table with 2 guinea pigs on it, and then all of this is just baby toys. So yeah, what would you prefer to see? A bunch of baby toys, or this, or a green screen? I weighed the idea of a green screen, and I prefer the authentic background. Like I can touch this. I like this, this is tangible. This is cool. Background, I feel like it's too dependent on my, my light setup, and there's too much commitment I'm not willing to apply. So this is what you get. Love how we have the multi-minute pause on Eunice and Aaron's stream. Hell yeah, dude. This is I mean, listen, for Aaron's debut as a commentator, we need to milk having him on stream, on camera. I know Tuba is absolutely loving this.
It's definitely a different style of stream. But just so you guys are aware, currently one of the players on the side of the Albanians is dealing with a power outage.
Oh.
So we're going to give it a wee bit longer to see if he comes back, and then we might put the stream to a slight break. Just while we kind of work out what's happening.
Can they hear you?
They should be able to hear me.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Hopefully you did hear that, ladies and gentlemen. But if you didn't, one of the Albanian players, I believe it was the Poppy bot lane Dopamine, is having a power outage right now. So we're going to try and quickly resolve that, get a generator in, get it up and running again, and we'll be back in. If not, we're going to take a break. But for now, we'll keep waffling on. I am not using a green screen, just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a nifty trick for everyone. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, it has to be NVIDIA, and it is a 30 series or higher, there is a software called NVIDIA Broadcast. And
Oh,
it
yes.
will use those tentacles in there, to create to basically crop out all of the stuff, just like you would in a Zoom call and Teams call, the whole filter stuff. It can do the same thing, so that's what I'm doing. That's how I've got this lovely background, and that's how I am in the studio right now. See, look, I'm touching. Well, no, I'm touching my legs. I'm touching other places, not actually touching the table. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. But shut up, Eunice. But yeah, if you want to hop on to casting at all, and you don't have a green screen, you don't want to put the money in, but you want one, and you have a 30 series or above NVIDIA graphics card, download the NVIDIA Broadcast app. It also has a feature to do your eyes, to make your eyes follow the camera. That could be weird. I don't have any eyes, that's why I got glasses on. So, or my eyes will burn you to the abyss, like Ghost Rider.
It's like
That's why I
Ghost
have to
Rider.
put the glasses on. Right, Ghost Rider, yeah. That's why I have to put the glasses on. But yeah, well, whilst we wait, I'm going to waffle on about another tournament that is coming up, and hopefully a image will appear. It is the mini LCS. I don't know if I should go any further, but it's previously been going on. It's called the mini LCS. There will be a link to the Discord dropped into the stream chat momentarily by me. But if you're liking this and you want to continue watching or playing, you can participate. Then you should hop on there and stay tuned. There's some stuff coming out very soon. But very similar. Not Fearless though. We don't do Fearless. And as you can see in the bottom of the screen, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with the continuation of this game too. They do have probably about 25 minutes left until they have to forfeit. So hopefully it is resolved by then. But yeah, grab some popcorn, grab some crisp, grab your Monster, your Mountain Dew, Red Bull.
Water. Get some water in your system.
Yes.
Stay hydrated, gamers.
Yes, it is a hot day here. And we'll be back shortly.
And we are back, folks. So just a heads up, we are going to continue on with game number 2. However, the Albanians currently will be playing 4v5 due to internet issues for the support. So, yeah, guys, let's just see if they can pull off what would be an upset now, playing 4v5.
Let's see. Let's see as we head back into game. I have my popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have yours. I'm going to be munching on this to see how good of a game this is. It's lovely. Sweet and salty.
I mean,
best time.
Sweet and salted, man. I could never. It's just got to be this sweet for me all day, every day. I don't understand how people can enjoy salty popcorn.
Oh mate, it's that nice contrast. Salty just by itself, no, but the mixture, it's nice. It's just like a salted caramel, you know, that whole kind of sweet and salt thing. But to be fair, when I go to cinema, I just get sweet. I don't do.
You know what? My problem with that though, right, is that you know that the bag is sweet and salted. However, you don't know if it's going to be more sweet than salted, right? Because imagine you grab a handful and there's like 2 kernels of sweet and the rest is just salt, and you're just like, man, now I'm just eating hard seawater. Wilbert definitely was about to eat some of that salty popcorn if he died, but day 0, oh, I know he's definitely got a bag full of it. Wilbert does go down, however. Oh, unfortunate, but this could be. I think this is probably gonna be a ace dragon if they manage to push past this Darius. Really, I mean, he's looking terrifying. Tempete has been, well, has definitely shown everybody, not just the ace team, but also everybody that's watching, that he is a force to be reckoned with, and you do not want to, you don't want to get into his zone, because if you try to enter his, he'll make sure that you're out of it. But Twink managing to find a turret there. Yep.
So yeah, as you can see on the mini map, Dopamine is still at the base. Just a reminder that Dope is having some issues right now, and the team have elected to play without him or her for the time being. So we'll see how this goes. If they manage to, Wilbert trying to sneakily hit that dragon to try and take it back. We'll see how this goes. If Albania, if the Albanian team win this with a man down, then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be banned from this stream, because we're going to be flipping the table. Because it just shouldn't happen. This should now be a easy win. There is a major champion off the table with the Poppy. You don't have access to that ult to kick out any champion, or mainly day 0, from the objectives of like Dragon or Baron right now, to lock down a champion into a wall. But Albania do have still some very good heavy hitters with the Darius, the Diana, and the Aphelios. So we shall see, but it should be favored in ace.
I want to let the people know that over at the mini OCS, during the winter open that we had, there was a game where there was a 4v5. It started as a 5v5, but the mid laner was having connection issues, and they just never played throughout the entire game, and it was a 4v5. And the team that was a man down did win, okay? And they didn't win very slowly and steadily. They stomped. A 4-man team stomped the full squad very convincingly. So
it's not a team diff right there. That's a full team diff. That is just. Will we see that again? Will we see that in the League of Friends? We shall find out in this game. Hopefully not. because Day Zero, we're going to have some words after if that happens.
I mean, look,
But
you guys
enough
probably
of that.
heard the
Let's-
siren. You heard the siren going past, past my microphone. That is the sound of Dopey Main rushing to try and fix their power grid. Day Zero, the first to go down, and Banana Kage will be the second, as this Atacon now is the main focus for this Albanian Super Server squad. Twink, I mean, doing what you should do when you face a team like this who loves to group up. He is pushing up and it's not apologetic, or it's not subtle. He is very aggressively pushing that top lane. The inner turret is now gone, and Atacon has gone over to the Albanian Super Server. But yeah, Twink is doing exactly what you're supposed to do in this situation.
Oh, definitely, he is. However, how are they losing these fights? What is going on?
I mean, listen, we decided at the start of this game that the Albanian Super Server have picked a team, and they obviously do like this style of composition where they look at you and you die. That is very much how they want to play. So it's no surprise that that's exactly what happened to Day Zero. He was the target that they wanted to focus, and they made sure he did not exist after that. And that's great. They're able to fulfill what exactly their composition was drafted to do. But yeah.
Oh, again.
You'll see it in action right here.
They know who the target man is. That is correct. Any chance they have, they just lock him down. With the Diana and the Ivan. This is... I don't know. Day Zero needs to step on it now. He needs to put his foot on the gas and snowball. He should be the main snowball in this game right now, and he's just not. Bit that the Aurora is doing quite heavy damage with a nice bounty on her head. 622 right now. She is currently the carry of this game. In both those fights, in that fight and in the fight in the bot lane for that Atacon, I have to say that the ADC of Ace wasn't there, so potentially that damage wasn't there to help win those fights. In the future, probably that would help. But again, we're seeing...
Oh my goodness!
Instantly deleted the... I forgot what it's called, Moon something. The ult from the Aphelios, I think it was. No, it wasn't. He didn't use his ult.
He didn't even use his ult. He just right clicked her. Oh my god, yo, Ordo is doing insane damage. Does go down though to Munty. I mean, Aurora has her own batch of illegal damage. Does get shut down by his impact right there. Tempete right now is stuck in a 1v2. Day Zero eating all of that damage, but the heal from the volley bear, oh my goodness, massive right there. Does keep him in the fight.
Clutch. He was just about to be out. That heal came in clutch, but again, 2 for 2 on the side, and a turret goes down in the mid lane.
This is substantial though, because this isn't just a normal 2 for 2. This is a 2 for 2 in a 4v5.
Yeah, and if you just saw that gold graph, even with a man down, the gold is still going up. It hasn't. It dipped a bit, but it hasn't dipped enough. It isn't swinging yet into Ace's favor. Which hopefully, well, not hopefully, we'll see if that changes. There's the Gragas to just push off the Ivan so that Ace can secure this Hexdrake Soul. Not Soul, sorry, Dragon. It's only the third Dragon for them. Next one will be Soul, so all focus will be on that objective.
Yep.
Seeing pings for the top lane to try and take that down. But yeah, this is Oh, it's going to be a bit quiet right now. Just push out lanes, unless they want to go for this Baron. We're seeing wards being put down. Bit of vision. I don't know what
Cuba
else to say.
really wants us to talk about the gold difference, so I'll do it. Don't
Okay.
worry, Tuba. I got you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yes, I mean we it is definitely something we cannot ignore, is the fact that the gold difference between the the three roles that are right in the middle of the scoreboard that you guys can see, it's in the favor of the Albanian super squad. Of course, top lane will be swinging towards Twink's favor, since he has been absolutely pushing the top lane, getting those turrets in, or cashing in all that gold. But 1.2k for Bryce Impact, almost 1,000 gold for Ordo, and Wilbert has been staying consistently ahead of Day Zero on this Ivan. So yeah, despite the fact that this is a 4v5, and for that fact that it is now a 4v5, Banana Kage is now finally 250 gold above Dopey Main. Think about that. It took Dopey Main to go AFK for Banana Kage to now gain a gold lead over the respective lane counterpart. So these guys are not out.
No, they're not. They're definitely not. Luckily for them, the damage dealers didn't have an issue, so they're able to still create a big impact into this game. As
oh my!
Okay.
Day Zero actually managed to take it.
It's taking a lot of damage in the process, and the Karma flash out from the island. The feathers fall to try and escape.
Mad's on the run, trying to run from Daisy, but Ordo flashes in, gets the kill confirm right there.
And I think they're just going to go for the Baron here.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You forced the flash and the smite from the jungler. Managed to take out the bot lane easily. Unti has TP'd in. Day Zero and Twink are now on the case. 3,000, 2,000. Oh my god, absolutely rinsed the Baron. They waited to find the perfect time to burst down the dragon and confirm it. For some reason, Wilbert didn't smite confirm, but never mind that. Munty, the main focus right now. Ordo does find the kill. Twink on the run, trying to keep himself alive. Does not plan to have any more layers shaved off him, but goodness, I think we're looking at it. I think we're looking at a 4v5 win right now.
I am absolutely speechless. I don't know what I'm seeing. This is incredibly good from the Albanians, but bad from the Cappuccinos.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think what Twink was doing beforehand was absolutely the right choice. You see this team. I've said it before. I'll say it again. They love to group. They will continuously keep grouping because they have the number advantage. And now more than ever, it's important for them to stick together, for them to, make sure that they're all there supporting each other. Anytime one of them faces, somebody, they run into them together. And that's how they keep winning these skirmishes. Right now, it seems like, Ace are they're trying to take a book out of or a page out of the Albanian book. Hopefully they can read the language. But keep grouping up for this objective is absolutely what you need to do right now. 4v5 will be the situation, of course, but you can't count them out at this point.
You can't indeed. Now, who's the main focus for?
Oh my goodness. Surprise Impact flashing in, gets the knock up. 2 members are down. 3. Mads is going to be the next focus for Ordo. That will most likely be a quadra kill if he gets close enough for Auto. There's the quad. Banana Kage forced to recall. And they're just going to end the game. 40 seconds on the Baron timer. Banana Kage can't defend this. I don't know, what did they do?
I don't know. Well, the main issue there was they all grouped up, and so Diana just went in with her ult and just squished them all together, which made an easy kill for both the Darius and the Aphelios. And this. I'm speechless. Well done, the Albanian super server. A man down, and you're like, nah, this ain't gonna defeat us. We're gonna do this for our boy Dopamine. You know, we're gonna win this game. We don't need this to go into game 3. We don't even need you, mate. They did the impossible, and they just stomped. And it's only been like 10 minutes, I think, since he hasn't been here. So congratulations to the Albania super team. That was a brilliant game. Both games were brilliant. Completely dominated the Rift right there with their team play. Yeah, I'm in shock. I am. I don't know what I don't know what to say about Ace. The Cappuccinos. They clearly didn't have the Cappuccinos. You know, they didn't have that fuel to, give them a boost, give them an edge. To be focused in, because it just seemed like sometimes they're all over the place. They didn't really have a target they wanted to lock down. I'm lost for words. As you can see, Eunice is also lost for words. He is sunken in his chair. He's about to hit the carpet. The pop shield is off. Oh, no. The pop shield probably got flung off.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that, indeed? It was, from what I saw, just a complete domination.
I cannot believe what I just saw. This is not low elo, by the way, depending on where you sit in the ranking system. This is like mid elo. These players, if you look at the average rank, these guys are in the top 10 to 20% of ranks, right?
Okay.
And we just witnessed a 4v5 stomp. Okay, let that sink in. This was a 4v5 stomp. The one thing that was working, they stopped doing for some reason. And I believe we now have man of the hour, the one who put his team in this very position. Sir Dopey
Hello?
Main.
Can you hear me? Is it working?
First of all, are you okay? Are you doing all right? Everything okay over there?
Is it working?
Wait, is he
Can you hear me?
even there? How you doing? You all right?
Well, hopefully we'll hear from him soon. As you can see, you should be scared of him, because even when he's not here, he's not in game, he'll still mess you up. And he clearly did. You know?
Is
Yeah.
my
Clearly-
microphone working?
Hey,
is
there
now.
we go.
Okay, finally. Yeah, it was kind of a kind of a show for me. I
Well,
wasn't like
I wanna
yeah,
first of all just make sure that you are doing okay considering the power outage. Everything's all right, yeah.
Everything's fine. It was just a
Okay,
small
good.
scare, you know.
Okay, well,
But
I'm glad to hear.
thankfully, yeah. No, but it was the only thing was that was like scary was watching my team play without me on my phone at like 5%. I'm like, oh nah, it's all gone down. It's the quarterfinals. This is the games we have to like pop off, and now I can't beat there. It was like my heart was racing so fast.
I mean, listen,
Well,
I don't blame you.
It didn't need to.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong there, honestly.
Clearly, your power outage was a buff for your team. They were just like, yeah, we're going to do this. It's probably, you know what? It probably psyched out the Cappuccinos. You know, it probably was like, oh, yeah, they're a man down. We got this. This is over, man. This is our game. But your team, you know, the Albanians were like, nah, mate. This is Albania. This is the Albania super server. You know, they
it
had
was
the choice to
amazing.
drop the game.
Yeah, it was just amazing to watch them perform. Even with a man down, they just stepped their game up. It was a way different Albanian than what we see a few weeks prior when we played against Ace. They really have stepped up these last few weeks, and it's just we lost few games, towards the end, but now all I see is up from the bottom to all the way to the up.
I mean, that's
Nice.
that's exactly what you want to hear, honestly. Yeah, I mean, speaking of the set, I don't know if we can talk about game 2. Yeah, let's just not talk about game 2. I want to talk about game 1. You know, going into it seemed like, you know, you guys were fairly even, but you guys clearly had a very strong not only composition in mind, but also approach to the games. Did you guys discuss this tool beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, personally, before the games, I did a very thorough like review of Ace's like last few games, because I know they're not a team you can take like slightly. You have to like put your all to it. So I really prepped for it, and I think in both games we had a clear plan on what we wanted to do against them in each like team comp we had. And I think both times, game 1, game 2, like even though we had some mishaps along the way, I think in both games we played exactly how we expected the game to play, basically.
I mean, very clearly it showed. You know, you guys. It was so clear to us commentating that you guys had a very clear game plan, and you stuck to it very well. Honestly, I mean, the results were they speak for themselves. You know, every time there was an objective, you guys were on it. Every time there was a fight, you guys committed to it together. You know, there was no half measures, and that's I mean, that's exactly the approach that you want to take if you want to win, especially in the quarterfinals like this. You know, so props to you guys for that. But I mean, I guess we have to talk about game 2, right? What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, yeah. No, we have to talk about game 2. That well, I don't know what to say about game 2 because I'm still in shock. Like, even as I don't know if you heard it on the stream, but we're talking about the goal difference, and literally you had to leave the game in order for there to be any goal difference in the bot lane, which is just mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, the thing in game 2 is basically everybody was on the comfort champions. Like we know,
Right.
for example, Ethos Darius I think has 100% win rate. We have Wilbert
Wow.
on the signature. Ivan, we've seen like even like in season 2, he played amazing on that champion. And Briar's Impact Mizu, even though he's not on his main champion, he knows his matchups well, and he knew that what champion can play into Aurora super well. And of course, I think the, the man of the hour, Ninja Cactus or the Wendam, just that Aphelios is nasty. Every time we get him on an Aphelios, I know he's gonna pop off.
I mean, he definitely did pop off. That's for sure.
What looking forward now? What do we have in store? What do we have to look forward to? You've made it to the semis.
I mean, the quality of gameplay is just gonna improve from here. I know that for sure. I believe we are 100%. I might be wrong, but from my understanding, we are playing against the Furious 5, since we are the lowest seeded team. So we are going against them. We played them quite early in the season, so it's nice to see how they changed, and it's nice to see how our changes and how our improvement has compared to like how they're playing now. Like for example, they got new people in, and it's just I'm just excited to see that match, and I can't wait to play it.
Oh,
I
we
mean,
can't wait to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you guys are gonna play like that again, especially now that you move on to the semifinals, and the semifinals is now best of 5, so you have to win 3 games. If you play like that throughout the entire series, it's definitely gonna be an entertaining, set to watch. So, yeah, we cannot wait to see more of that. I mean, I don't know if you have any last questions, Aaron, but I think
My
I'm.
only thing, the last question is, are you actually from Albania? Are you currently in Albania right now?
I believe there is 0 players on our team that are actually from Albania. So
I love that. That's great.
Oh, okay, no, because we were going to give the MVP award to the Albanian Power Grid because they clearly help boost the rest of your team to just win. A quick question actually, because of how powerful that they won that second game. With you there, are they going to drop you? Are they going to decide now, hey, we're just going to play with 4? We don't need you there.
I'm kind of scared here. I'm not the captain, so that might actually happen. And I mean, to be fair, we had more buffs as well. Wilbert's microphone wasn't working either, so we had that buff as well on top of my power grid. So it's interesting to see.
Damn, debuffs after debuffs, but you still dominated. Well, congratulations. Hopefully, we do see you. They don't drop you. We want to see more of you.
I agree.
And as your image says, everyone should be goddamn right scared of you, and your team, because that was a dominating performance, and I'm sure we're going to see more of it. But do you have anything to say before we let you drop off?
I mean, I really have to say that even though I only played 1.5 games, it was such a fun time playing against Assassino Cappuccino Esports. Like they're a very good team. They made it from the regular season all the way to 4th. It was just like, I think this matchup can go any way, but it was just today that my team stepped up and we happened to win. So all the luck to them in the future, wherever they do solo queue, if they stick as a team in another like league, whatever. You guys are just amazing, and I've always had fun playing against you guys.
I mean,
that's it.
yeah, you absolutely have to respect, the humble exit right there. Nothing says, or nothing demonstrates the mentality of a champion, other than having, an astounding amount of humility, and that right there speaks to it. Credit to the Albanian super server. Well done for that. Impressive victory. And yeah,
Hello?
wait.
I don't know.
We have another interview.
We have another interview.
I have no clue, bro.
What happened, man? Tell us what happened.
About the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now I didn't know if my mic was working. I was like, I don't know. I this program Tuba uses is always just confusing to me. So, but I have no clue, bro. But that's fine. What happened? I don't know. I think we just I think we did the early game fine. I think we did the mistakes like the mid game, and then we just got dominated by the enemy. That's I think what happened. I think they played well though. That's it's fair enough. Played great. What Dopey said as well, right? The games are they could go anyway because we won 2-1 before them as well, and those games also were pretty close. So I think, and then us having both a sub and just some random stuff happening, I think that just threw us off a little bit, and that's how we lost. But that's fine, it happens. I'm happy we got fourth in the total score. That's all that mattered to me.
I mean, yeah,
that's
absolutely fair enough. Look, before we talk about game one,
yeah,
I need to ask you,
yeah,
what the hell happened in game two?
I think that I have no idea. No, I have no. I always I don't know why, but every time I'm doing a 4v5 and someone in the enemy DCs, I almost manage to lose it, and I don't know how. I'm. It's magical. I always fuck it up. I think we just played too passively. We didn't play as a number we didn't play as having a number advantage. That's what we did. I should have just kept on split pushing more, or something like that. But it is what it is. I think even if Dopey was there, I think the Aphelios would have still skilled anyway, and then we would have lost either way. So maybe if we would have won if they had 3v5. That would be great, but that didn't happen.
I mean, I'm glad you bring up the split push angle because it is something that we were calling out every time that very clearly the Albanian super server are incredibly strong together, and their team fighting capabilities are 10 out of 10, right? Very clearly. And when you did start to split push, I was impressed and I was pleased because it's exactly what you're supposed to do against a team that continuously group up together and approach, objectives together, and they're never apart. They don't split apart, whatever. So, what was it in the second game? Okay. Where did it start to spiral?
You mean like that we got that I stopped split pushing?
Yeah.
Or just okay. I heard from someone that Gragas is like level 18. He's strong. He should fight and not split push. And because I'm not that experienced in top lane. It's like my first season playing top, so it's just complete learning experience altogether. So every split because I used to be support man. I was always just bro, it's just a lot of random shit happening. I have to split push now. I have to do this in the lane. It's just all new. So I'm every game in a fearless game, I'm just overwhelmed by the amount of random shit I have to do that I'm not used to before. And just like split pushing, it's
That's
not
it.
something of a champs that I play that split push a lot. So it's not something I've tried in the past to do that often. It's just an experience thing. That's mainly it by that, to be fair.
Oh, as a top
That's fair
laner,
enough.
you as a top laner myself, you did a good job top lane. You know, I have to say. And for those of you who don't know who we're actually talking to, because we didn't introduce you, it is Twink. From
That is true, actually.
Cappuccino, the top lane.
That is maybe it would be good to introduce. Yeah.
But no, you did do a good job top lane. The first game one, the Cho'Gath just snowballed us. There wasn't much you could do with that. Game two, though, against the Darius, you did pretty well. You tried to avoid getting those 5 stacks. Whenever you did, you were pushing back. The split pushing is core to top lane, you know, to try and push the team. Maybe that call to try and bring her into the team fights when they were a man down was potentially the wrong one.
That what happens. You know, it's in those moments. You know, you have to do something, and that's what we decided as a team, and it didn't end us the win.
No, and sadly, you're going to be sleeping on the couch the next time you go over to your girlfriend's house. I'm sorry to inform you.
What the fuck? Nah, what this shit, bro? What the fuck? Why is that?
She was all in. She was all in for supporting you. She was like, "Come on, Twink. You know, this is my Twink.
Yeah,
he's got this." But then she did say that, you know, if he doesn't win this, he's on the couch. And I'm sorry, I have to break this to you. You're on the couch, mate, next time. But you can redeem
that's
yourself.
okay.
I'm sure you'll be able to redeem yourself.
Fucking
Hey,
hell.
the
That's
couch
fine.
is
I mean,
better
look,
than the door,
it was.
you know?
I mean,
It was
they got a new-
agreed. I agree. That's true.
They got a new couch like last week, so it's a pretty comfortable couch at least.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad then.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I'm coming over tomorrow as well. So I'm fucked.
We'll pay for you. Don't worry. I mean, you're about to get a roasting, and I mean, hopefully you do get a spot on the sofa and not the floor. You know, the carpet never compares to the sofa. That's for sure.
All right. Nah, that's.
But what
all
do
right.
we have to look forward from you in the future?
I don't know. We haven't really. I mean, of course, like you lose like the fearless, right? So the team is not very happy right now, which is fine. I'm pretty chill about it. But I'm probably just gonna ask the others maybe a couple of days later, like, oh, do we want to like continue playing, like trying to get better, or I'll probably try to get into Fearless Season 4. I was talking with them in the team about trying to get into mini LCS and then as a team, because of course we have Jack, and I kind of want to like run it back, see what happens there. But we haven't really thought it out properly yet. We'll see in the future.
Yeah, I was going to mention that mini LCS is coming up, the Summer Invitational. So for you and for anyone else watching, if you want to join, there's a quick promo right there that'll be coming out. Don't worry, that's a teaser to another teaser. We've got levels here.
Fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry. Later this week, there'll be something dropping that all of you stay tuned for. But yeah, if you did just get kicked out of Fearless, or you got kicked out previously, and you're looking for that second itch, you know, that redemption arc, you should come up to the mini LCS. You know, you can come in as a solo, a duo, trio, a whole team if you have. You know, and
I do want to say,
or you're going to go into the bottom.
Sorry, what again?
Are you going to come back in the top lane? Are you going to continue this top lane arc, or is it
don't
going to
know.
be back in support?
I don't know. I'll figure it out along the way. Right now, I'll probably do it, but I'll probably just play some games in support, see what I enjoy, because I do miss the champions I used to play in support a lot. And I did like the playstyles. I like both playstyles. That's a problem.
As a fellow support main, who did you play? This is important.
You can tell, huh? Look, like I used to be. I mean,
is that Melio?
Yeah. I used to play
okay.
Melio a lot. I used to play Nami a lot, and I also played Zac. That's like my 3 most played supports, I guess, or like my most favorite.
Oh,
ones.
okay.
Zac
I play Zac everywhere.
support.
Yeah, I played everywhere.
I have seen that.
You can do insects.
I like
Play
that.
Teemo support.
You can insect Zac combos.
You can insect. Oh, right. If you do the flash ult.
No. If you queue a minion, E forward, and then queue them the champion, you pull them back a little.
Oh.
It's like a Loki insect.
Damn.
Because your
Wow.
Q stays whenever you use your E.
Damn. I didn't even know that. That's
Well,
solid.
good to know.
Maybe we'll see
You know
that in
what?
the mini LCS.
As a previous Zac main, I had no idea about that tech. That's really cool. I like
Really?
that. Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I had no idea.
Okay. All right. Well, good to teach anything at least. At least maybe we don't lost the series, but I taught you something new. I'll take that
absolutely.
as a win. And
Well, look,
we had
I-
the moments in the pause as well where every pause we had there was a minion, like 20, 30 HP. And I was just low-key just hoping that I would get the minion. That was my win. And I got 2 wins and 1 loss.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
Definitely a
Well,
win.
I mean, the experience speaks for itself. You should have played Zac top then. If you're
No,
a Zac
I
main.
already played his Darius into I already played into his Darius with Zac, and that went really bad.
Oh,
Or
okay.
not
Fair
really
enough.
bad. It went less good. Greg's was easier. That's why. I would have probably done
Okay.
okay game 3. I don't know, or maybe Nar. I don't know. It's fine. All right.
What you
Think
should
it's done,
learn
right?
to play is
More?
Teemo.
Oh. I think
gonna leave it
I
at that.
will have to take my leave right here. I will. Nah, Timo's honestly funny.
Damn.
No, Timo's funny.
Well, I
Well,
do
thank you,
want to
John.
end off. Yeah, I want to end off by saying I did hear positive things from Mr. Day Zero himself regarding the team. I have absolutely no doubt that we will see that team going forward into the mini LCS Summer Invitational. I mean, more info on that potentially coming on Friday. There's something happening on Friday. For those of you that don't know, mini LCS is what we run, me and Kill Lord Aaron here. So with Day Zero, of course, being the founder and host of the whole thing. There's the Discord server in the chat for those of you that are interested. We do tournaments as well. They're not fearless, and it's with a little more emphasis on the competition. But of course, at the end of the day, we got to keep things sensible and in game as well. At the end of the day, it's all about the fun, love of the game. But yeah, if any of you that are watching are interested, do feel free to stop by and see what we're working on. And before we close out this stream, Pure Lord Aaron, as your debut on the commentary chair, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people?
I love this game. Oh my god.
There you have it.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, hell yeah. I mean, listen, I think for a first day, first time on the mic, properly, I'm going to say properly on purpose. I think it was a pretty good job, honestly.
Oh, thank you. You did not
Yeah.
bad yourself,
I do try. I do try to just be above average, But on that note, Tuba requesting permission to sign off. There we have it. I have received the voice from the brass man himself that this is the end of this stream. Assassino Cappuccino will be going home. The Albanian super server moving on to the semifinals with a very clean and confusing 2-0 victory. And with that, we'll send you guys off. Thank you very much for tuning in, for watching, and have yourselves a good night. And just remember, at the end of the day, there is always a twist at the end.